It looks really dark, doesn't it? Were you on there?
Yeah, because I got,
Hi. Oh, I don't know if we're here. Okay, it's Tightwad Sister Sharon and Rosie. We went to the movies and we saw Greta.
I thought you were going to forget the name of it the way you did that.
Greta.
You went, Greta.
Greta. It's about, it looked, the trailers looked really good. It looked like it was really scary, but it's not a scary movie like a Halloween or that. It's more like just a thriller. A psychological thriller is what it is.
Yeah.
So the girl who plays it is Chloe Grace Moretz. She was in The Equalizer. She was the first Equalizer with Denzel Washington. She was the girl that was human trafficking. She was really good. She used to meet him in the coffee shop at night. Yes. They would read poems and all. Yes. That's her.
She was really good.
And the woman who plays the older woman, the French woman, that's Isabelle Huppert. Now, I've only seen her in one other thing also.
Ella.
What?
Ella.
We saw her in Elle.
She was in Ella.
There's one quick funny story we have to tell you about Elle. We have an Amazon stick. Oh, it died now. I don't have it anymore. But we used to be able to watch. When we couldn't find Elle anywhere, they took it out of the movies. We couldn't find it anywhere. We found it on the Amazon stick. But you know how people load things on that?
So much.
No, this is funny.
No, I'm not saying that. You don't have to tell them about the stick. They don't care.
Well, that's how I'm going to say it. So you go in there and you find the movie. You know, if the first comes out, they don't look. People are walking around. You can hear people talking. People stand up at the screen and looking.
This is why we're 8 minutes.
Shut up a minute.
No, because you just go into so much
If you didn't argue with me, I would have had it half done.
I cut it in half.
So we found the French one, had subtitles, we put it on. So it's a scene about this woman. It's the very beginning. She lives in France. She comes in, she throws her bags on the table and her coat, and she starts looking through her mail. And this guy busts in the door behind her, this French doors, and he knocks her on the floor and he's punching her. It's a really horrible scene. And he's raping her. It's like really, it's a disturbing scene. But then the subtitles come across the bottom and it said, "Did you bring the taco dip?" And the other person said, the second one said,
"I don't think this is right."
So we were like, this cannot be the right. So we put that off. We found another one. We put it on the same scene. It's a horrible rape scene. And
but this is her.
Are you? What time you leave? What time we leaving for the party? And the other one is like, I don't know. I'm ready. Anyway, that was funny. That's the only time I've ever seen it.
2 minutes on that. 2 minutes. Go.
Oh, you're miserable tonight.
I'm not miserable. You just go into too much detail.
I thought that was funny.
Anything other than the movie. Just go with the movie. Okay, so we went and we seen Greta. Go ahead.
So it's about this young girl from Boston who graduates college with this other girl. Girl's a little more savvy. She's from New York. She comes down, moves in with her, and the other girl, the girl plays Marika Monroe. She's the roommate. She plays a good part in this. Her dad gives her this loft for a graduation gift. So she moves down from Boston, moves in with her. So the other girl, the star, she works in this little restaurant. She takes the subway home, the L home, whatever. I think it's called the subway. So she takes the subway home, and there's a pocketbook left on the seat. So she picks it up. It's all by itself. She takes it outside. She looks. It has a lady's name in it. She goes home and she tells her girlfriend, "I'm going to take this back." And the girl's like, "No, look at all this money. We'll go to the spa. We'll go to the spa and all." And the girl's like, "No, I could never do that. That's not fair." So she goes to the lady's house with the pocketbook, and that's when it all starts.
And there it goes.
And it's all downhill
Now, let me tell you, in the beginning, it was good. I mean, to be honest, I thought it was a little silly. It was silly. I was like, oh my God.
It started out really, really good, but it turned into like a bad B-movie.
Yeah, and I thought, oh God. I thought
with the actresses being like pretty good actresses.
I thought this was going to be good, and
It just got a little
silly.
Yeah, and way predictable.
But
performances were pretty good, though.
Yeah.
And it did keep you on your seat several times.
But it did end up being, there was a lull. Let's call it a lull. There was a lull in the middle of it. In the beginning, the story being told, what was going on, setting it up, then the thing with the woman and going to her house. So the thing is, she goes to the house and she befriends her. So she starts going all the time, and they cook together. And she had just lost her mom, so she's
1 year into lost her mom, and this lady's daughter moved to Paris. So, they were both very lonely. They both feel a need for each other. That was the whole premise of the movie.
Right. And she was just trying to be
nice. But the old lady got really overbearing, and the young kids start getting like a little standoffish. Like, she wanted to stop it, and the old lady would not want to stop the relationship, and that's
a stalker.
And she became a stalker. and then a whole lot of crazy stuff happened. But there's another character that comes in there a little bit near the end. His name's Stephen Ray. I haven't seen him forever. He's an Irish actor. I was surprised that he played a part in it too.
But anyway, it started to take off where we were like, oh, okay, this is better. This is better. The story started to evolve more, and it started to get a little bit more like a thriller, and and then it did get better, but
the ending was predictable, and
no, I didn't think the ending.
I thought it was going to be a little bit better than it was.
It could have been a lot better.
Yeah,
it could have been a lot better. It had a lot of promise. I don't know what happened, but I liked it more than.
But I got to say that I did like it more than I thought.
Yes.
I did. There was nothing else out. She really wanted to do another review because we missed last week.
You just can't keep missing weeks.
So she said, "Let's see something." So so we looked at the thing and we said, "Okay, how about this Greta thing? There's nothing else on." So we went to see it. We thought, it'll probably just be
and it wasn't that bad.
And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I thought it. After I started watching, I thought it was going to get really, really good.
This is a video movie. Wait for it to come out.
Oh, don't go to the movies to see it.
Nah, don't. Go to. But it's good. Sitting at home, it is good. I would definitely get it on Redbox for sure.
The two girls that played the roommates,
really
they were good.
Yes.
And the French lady, she's pretty good.
Very good. I mean,
she's scary as hell, wasn't she?
Oh, she was a freak, man.
She
turned out to be a pretty good crazy lady.
She was.
She really was, didn't she? She was a little.
She was a good crazy lady.
Her eyes were like,
Yeah, Isabel Hubert, you play a good crazy lady,
and she would just stand there. She'd stand there.
She'd be all over the place, like everywhere this kid went, she'd be standing there.
Yeah,
like she
was
really
stand there.
She became really
just staring her down. That was a little odd. Why didn't people? And she called the cops, and nobody paid attention. I don't want to tell you the whole movie because at some point you might want to go see it or rent it. But it wasn't that bad. Okay, we've had our share of not really good movies.
Like half of things, yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's vote on it. I almost forgot that we were going to vote.
I'm giving it 2.
I am 2.
You giving it 2?
I am. I'm going to give it 2.
Why are you giving it 2?
Because it wasn't really that bad, and I really liked the girl. I thought the acting was pretty good.
That's what I'm giving it. The acting was good.
There were some stupid points in it and little silly things where you'll see, like I was saying, I would have, but
Yeah, a couple times you were like, why isn't this happening or this happening? Yeah, why, why?
But it was good. I liked it. I did. When I left, I was like, I like that.
We asked another couple in the movies. There was only 4 of us in there. So we get up, we said to them, what did you think about it? And they said, we thought it was going to be a little bit better, but it was good. But it was predictable. That's what they said. And they said the same thing we did about...
I didn't fall asleep.
You didn't?
I did not.
She didn't fall asleep
this time. I didn't doze at all.
No, she didn't. She stayed awake the whole time.
I stayed awake the whole time. And that's what we should... You know what? I should say a snoozer or a loser.
A snoozer is a loser.
Well, a snoozer and a loser. But I didn't fall asleep.
She didn't. She stayed awake this time.
Yeah, so that has to say something. What is that? Oh my God, it's 8:13. We got to go.
All right, we got to go.
I give it 2. She gives it 2.
Okay, you know what we're seeing next week, don't you? Her and her goddamn crazy movies.
Do not use the name of the Lord that got in vain. Oh my God, I tell her 100 times a day.
I know, it's actually...
Okay, so we're going to see... What are we going to say?
Captain Marvel. Marvel? Captain America? What is it?
Sure we are.
Who is she?
Captain Marvel.
Here we go again.
I want to say it. Okay, bye. We'll talk to you. We'll see you next week. All right?
Have a great week, everybody.
These are my glasses.
Fat Tuesday was yesterday. Today's Ash Wednesday. Starting Len.
Did you eat meat?
No, I didn't eat meat.
We're going to eat chicken.
I ate vegetable soup.
We can't eat meat.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Is this still going? Oh, it is.